Can you hear me?
Hey, G.
Oh my goodness. Oh, hi. My I couldn't get my speaker to work. I mean my microphone to work, but it was because it was not letting me test it, but it works fine apparently if you can hear me. Hi.
Well, hey. So I'm suddenly worrying about whether the fact that I can hear you means it's going into my microphone and it's going to be recorded twice for export to Audacity. But we've been doing it just like this all along. That's not a real concern, right?
No, no, I think that it's working just fine now. But I do have a question. This microphone that you bought for me, it has a little lit up button. Am I supposed to push that at any time?
Oh, yes.
What
Um,
is that for?
I just coughed. So before I coughed, I pushed the button and it went dark. And when I finished coughing, I pushed the button so it became light again.
Oh, let me try. I'm going to continue talking while I push the button. Tell me if it cuts out. I'll say the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Did it work?
No.
Oh, well. I'm not going to worry about the little lit up button. Never mind.
That is your power button.
Oh,
See the little
okay.
car?
Yes, I do. I see that it turns on when I plug it in, but I thought maybe since you can depress it, I thought maybe it would do something.
Well, you want to make sure it's on if we're going to do a podcast,
It is
YouTube.
on. You can hear me. Yay.
Yes, I can. And I have some concerns about the situation because Anna suddenly has gotten crazy over squeaky toys. And
Aw.
she found a soft rubber little teeny weeny football that squeaks loudly.
Uh-oh.
And she was squeaking it from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh my
I got very
gosh.
little sleep.
Oh no, puppies.
And I
Wow.
took that one away from her. I gave her a cookie and then hid it quickly.
Did she look for it?
Yes, she did. And she looked at me accusingly too.
Oh, poor baby.
I know. But
She
then she
just
went
wanted
over
to do her squeaky, squeaky.
and tried. I know. Normally I'm fine. I didn't even take it away from her when I was trying to sleep. But then she has this giant fleece bone dog toy
Yes.
and it squeaks too. But
Uh-oh.
so she went right to that and started squeaking it.
Wow. So
But we
she,
seem to have fallen asleep for the moment.
oh, nice. Speaking of squeakies, Phoebe, my dog, has a squeaky toy. And, she's a small dog, but I gave the squeaky toy that she has not paid attention to in months to my cat to let him see it.
Uh
And he started squeaking it, the cat. So, the doggy comes running in thinking, oh my God, somebody has my toy. But no, it's the cat squeaking her toy.
With this seems to be a squeaky holiday.
Yes.
Merlin got squeaky toys wrapped up individually as presents. Merlin's the green winged macaw,
Aw.
rescued bear belly.
Yeah.
But he started squeaking it before he unwrapped it.
Oh, really? Through the paper. What was his reaction?
He apparently did it by accident and then enjoyed it because I'm in the kitchen and I'm hearing squeak, 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 squeak. And finally unwrapped the stupid thing
How
to my
cute.
relief.
That is adorable.
It is. I think squeaky toys are the name of the game this year.
Yes. Squeaky
Happy New
toys
Year.
and stress levels. Happy New Year to you.
So let this year be easier on both of us.
Yes, I am hoping so because I think the past maybe 5 months, and it's still ongoing, but I'm hoping that before the end of January, everything will settle out again. But
I
for
was
now,
wondering how, I mean, we haven't been on here for a while because we've both been through stuff. You more
right.
than me, really?
Well,
Well,
I mean, to
what,
each is, yeah.
yeah, depends on how you think about it. But
Right.
how much are you willing to open up anonymously but publicly about what the hell you just gone through?
I know. I'm fine with it other than, I don't want to bore anybody, but it started actually,
People are going to identify with it, just not all of these things happening at once to you.
Yeah, like one thing after another, which, I can't even, this actually started with my knee, but that was like 6 months prior, so that doesn't count. Then,
But you did have a knee surgery.
yes, I had the knee surgery. And then because of the chemo and, just the whole situation with lymphoma, my teeth suffered and I had to get a pretty serious oral surgery. And I think it was about 4 days later, um, I had to, because they said I had a spot on my lung and they had to do a lung resection. So that was like 4 days later. And it's just been, and then, of course, personal issues and situations. And oh, goodness gracious, it's just now our boiler and, a New England winter. Thank God it's been unusually warm. We had that really cold spell and then there might be another one coming, but this boiler business is driving me crazy. I finally got a hot shower, but it's just one thing after another. And it
Whenever I
hey.
whenever I call you, you're in the basement fixing your boiler.
Yeah, I'm really, like I changed the air filter over the weekend and I was so excited because I had to go out, find it, the store. I took the old one with me. They sold me a new one. It was $2. I put it in and no leaks. Everything was good. Yay. But the boiler didn't want to stay running. It ran until it no longer had a, call for heat. And then it would have a problem as it tried to restart, you know.
Yeah.
So that what we were playing with. And today we spoke with he's going to come over tomorrow. We were going to cancel it, but I'm not going to. But he had said we need to possibly clean the CAD cell, which I actually never knew where to find it. And today I found it and I cleaned it with a little Q-tip, and it actually seems to have helped. But after my shower, and I changed I turned down the thermometer or the thermostat thermometer. We've been sick too. The thermostat, it didn't want to restart again. And guess what? I don't care. I'm not. I took a shower.
Let him
Everybody's
fix
happy.
it
We have
tomorrow.
blankets. Yeah, I'm done. Can you
Yeah.
tell?
Yeah. I need you out of the basement. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, it's just okay. Anyways, and you,
Yep.
yes. So
All
you have
right.
been having lots of problems, or
I had already had long COVID from the start of the pandemic.
mm-hmm.
And then I got it again because my institution didn't take correct precautions.
Now, what do you mean by that?
I was trying to be vague.
Oh, never mind. No,
No,
don't
that's
worry
okay.
about it.
I teach a couple of very large classes,
Mm-hmm.
and there was the mask policy this semester was that faculty instructors choose whether or not students have to wear masks. And
Yes.
of course, I'm choosing that they do, and I'm wearing one because
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford to lose any more lung capacity from
Exactly.
last bout.
Mm-hmm.
And the students didn't even know they were supposed to bring masks.
Oh dear.
So I went several days without being able to get the students into masks. I got COVID again.
Ah,
And then I had a problem trying to get my administration to let me teach online. At this point, as of yesterday, all my lectures are on YouTube, but they were available online elsewhere before.
you're so
And they
good.
wouldn't do it till I got tested by my doctor and got the form signed,
Right.
which meant that my students were suddenly faced with not having me in the classroom when they expected to,
Yeah, and
which
I know
wasn't
they
fair.
love you. It wasn't. But you have to look out for yourself, and I know they love you because I have with some of your ex-students and, you know, current students back when it was when I spoke with them, and they love you. When
Some
I was,
do, some don't.
yeah, well, the ones I spoke with over the years, they do.
Overall, I tend to love them too, though.
Yeah, I know.
But I can't be in the classroom room with them right now. And my energy, like I had trouble walking across campus. It's been a nightmare. So I need to recover. And now I have a year with accommodations that I
Yay.
teach from home.
That is wonderful. I'm
I
so
love my
happy.
doctor. Oh, thank heavens for my doctor.
Yes, I know, right? I'm so glad he listens to you too.
Yeah. And then I had to go through grades, which is, calculations for 650 plus students, and then stressing out because I didn't feel like the TAs had done them in a consistent fashion. So they all had to
Oh gosh.
be tweaked. And that stresses me.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
I don't want 650 student complaints about grades.
Oh my
I really
gosh.
don't. That's too many emails.
It sure is. And stress is a terrible thing. And I used to be able to just let it roll like a duck. Not
Yep.
anymore. I just feel like it's constant. And I used to think, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I really believed that, but I don't know if it's getting older or if it's the constant stress level.
No, you've just been through an amazing number of horribly stressful things. My life is easier than yours, I will say, even though I'm like feeling that there's this medical problem that may or may not ever go away.
Mm. And you've always been, vegetarian, healthy. I'm so glad that you took such good care of yourself, before,
Yeah.
because yeah,
Well, I hope to take better care of myself now.
yes. I think that just getting rid of a stressor is huge,
Yeah.
you know?
And I'll go ahead and be completely open. I have stress at work, and it has to do with people, certain people.
Right.
So I started therapy, and my doctor also prescribed me Valium, which I'm not taking unless I have to talk to certain people.
We need to make a t-shirt about taking Valium when you talk to me.
No, I can talk to you without Valium. But
Right.
I had to talk to one of these people recently, and I'm like, fine, I'll meet with you. But I have to take a Valium first, and I have work to do. So I need to get my work done because I think the Valium is probably going to make my head foggy.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. I wonder how I would feel if somebody told me before they could talk to me they had to take a Valium.
I know. Then when the time came, I contacted this person and said, I'm ready for the meeting now. Are you available? And this person said, no, let's do it tomorrow. And I'm like, well, I can't. I don't want to take another Valium tomorrow. We have to do it now. Hey, but we do have something planned that's going to cheer both of us up enormously.
Yes, I believe that this is going to be what the doctor ordered on my end anyways.
It's on my bucket list. I've been working on my bucket list for quite a few years now.
I have lost my bucket list. Can you believe that?
We'll get back to that. You need to put your bucket list back together. But we are going to play Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm so excited. Finally, decades. I wanted to play it back in the 70s.
Yes, I heard of it. I was thinking about the first time I heard of this was back in the 80s. And shortly after I heard it, I was living in the South. They were saying that was satanic. Yes. So, which I did not believe it because it's just a game. I mean, it's not like I didn't understand it back then, and
everything is satanic when you live amongst certain people.
I think
I'm from the South. My mother had us doing seances every weekend.
True.
And they were not satanic.
No. Well, this is deeper South, but yes, no, it's not satanic. So, yeah, I'm so excited. But as thank you for the book.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, and I'm, it's so hard for me to just streamline and write it down, and yeah, but I am working on that. I have my whole story now, but it's just a matter of I started writing it, and then I was too much detail can hinder, and that's where I was in so much detail. I think I wrote a whole page, and I didn't even start describing my character. What the heck?
Well, here's the plan. I have a former student who's now he's graduated many years ago, and he's kind of my adopted nephew.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been a dragon master for Dungeons and Dragons for years.
The dungeon
and
master. Yes.
He's not accessing his group anymore.
Uh-huh.
But even before that happened, I was asking him to run a Dungeons and Dragons for us.
Yay. I'm so
So
excited finally.
I know, but he's in Barcelona.
What the heck? Does he have, can he, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was taking my lukewarm shower. Does he have internet that he can access while he's over there, or does he have to have that? Because when
Well, if he moves there, he will. But right now, he doesn't have all his Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
But he can hear our podcast if he wanted to.
This is how I think we're going to communicate our background and characters to him. He can listen to the podcast.
Yes.
And then the next time we meet, hopefully he'll be training us and helping us fill out the character sheets with our abilities. I want abilities. And then the time after that, we will actually start playing.
Oh, goody. Well, what was that? Was that my phone? Did you hear that?
I did.
Oh.
I thought an angel got her wings.
Oh, isn't that nice? But anyways, yes, I am very excited. I have so many questions for him. I'm hoping that I don't drive him crazy because,
he'll stop playing with us.
I know, I don't want him to.
And who wants to play Dungeons and Dragons with two middle-aged old ladies anyway?
Oh, he's such a dear heart just for
Isn't
him.
he?
He's sharing his, I'm so excited. But, I think we probably had the desire to play while he was in diapers, if he was even
he wasn't even inseminated yet when I started wanting to.
See,
but none of my friends would do it.
I didn't know anybody that did it, and the people that I knew that did it, not personally, but they all they were a little gothic kind of, and I did not hang in those groups, so I never felt comfortable asking someone to let me play with them, and none of my friends played. So yeah.
Well, now we get to do it.
Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited of the character I created. I'm just hoping that everything I put, that your former student, what do we want to call him? Is he going to be?
Well, I think there are a lot of Nathaniels in the world, so let's just keep calling him Nathaniel.
I was going to say, do we call him N? But yes.
No, you're T, I'm S. So what I'm thinking also is that he's going to do this on our channel first.
Right.
Run a campaign for us, a D&D campaign.
Yay.
And then I'm going to train him how to set up his own channel and do it himself. And I think he could get, unlike us, a lot of followers.
Yeah, no, I think I would love to, first I would love to know how to do this. And our dungeon master, is going to hopefully explain everything and train us and give us good experiences. I have a feeling he has a great imagination. But then maybe we can hop on his channel and play with his audience.
If he invites us, I will. He may be sick of us at that point.
Well, he wouldn't be sick of us. He'd be sick of our characters.
Oh, no, I was thinking us.
No, because you know what? It's all about the character and how they, although mine has a lot of similarities. When I was reading doing the, what are they called? Or the personality and this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh my, wow. There's some very good similarities in there between me and my character. So are we going to share our characters with each other tonight though, right?
Yep. My character is me when I was in my mid-20s with only taller and more weight and more abilities.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, but I'm basically just playing myself. I can't act.
Oh, so, no, she is, or whomever your character is, yeah. No, I don't think we have to act, but are we doing first person, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to ask us, he's going to describe an environment and then ask each of us in turn what we want to do. We might want to explore. We might want to attack something that sounds more like you than me. And we might want to, talk with some living organism in this imaginary world.
Yes. And I can't. That is great. My problem would be I don't know what the limits are, but I
You
watched
don't
the
you don't in real life either, dear heart.
this is true. This is true.
Love you dearly, but I would say, yeah, that describes you.
So my character is not exactly, like me at any certain point. It's almost like the opposite when it comes to my background story or my backstory. There's some similarities, but they're like switched up. So what is isn't, and what isn't is. So yeah.
So the first thing you have to do, apparently, with Dungeons and Dragons, and by the way, Nathaniel sent me links to buy the handbook, the dice, and these character sheets.
Yes.
And I can put links to those things in the YouTube comments.
Oh yeah.
And
you can actually download these. If you want, I will share with you. I think that this is a good way is by going with the book, but they do have character generators that you can put some information in and come up with a character, but I like using the book.
I do too. Nathaniel did not want to use the online gadgets, and I'm fine with that. I love my book.
Oh yeah, I think that to learn,
So the first question is, what you have to do first is choose a race. Now, the race means that you could be draconic, an elf, a gnome, human. How dull is that? All sorts of things. And you haven't told me yet what your race is going to be.
Well, do you want to go first?
No, I was asking you a question.
Okay, I'm going to be a half elf.
Like me.
Like you, yes. A female half elf. And my name is Frida Wren.
I love that name.
Yes.
Okay, so I also am a half elf.
Yay.
And my name is Hanalea.
Ooh, I love that. Hanalea. Ooh.
I am 5'10".
Oh, yeah.
145 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a skinny mini.
Mm-hmm. I have long, dark blonde hair. That's what I had when I was in my 20s.
Right.
And I keep it in a braid so it won't get in my way.
I like it.
And my hair's long because, well, this actually was the case for me. I had a friend who told me that if I cut my hair, I'd lose all my power. I don't know what she meant by that, but that's how I feel about my hair, I guess. Now I've cut it. It's long, but it's shorter. But yeah, I have long hair because I'm not comfortable cutting it.
I see.
And I have dark blue eyes.
Dark blue eyes, yeah.
Probably medium toned skin.
Yeah.
Darker than light, lighter than dark.
I've been playing around with this, and I have made some changes with my appearance. It kind of goes with the story, but right now I can't find my appearance. I can't. Oh my goodness! Does this remind you of when we were doing the committee meetings, and I had all these papers running around? I have them again. Oh, so I am. Oh, where is it? Wait a minute. I have the one paper that I started putting down everything. My hair is very short, and it was much longer, but due to some traumatic circumstances, I'm just starting to regrow it. And I think I found it. Let's see.
That's realistic.
Yes, but no, here I am, 5'10", 185 pounds. So hopefully that's muscular and not chubby. I'm 35 years old. My eyes are a silvery gray. My skin is like a medium. I have kind of a little darker than olive, and I have black hair with like a blue tint.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll associate with you.
Good. Yeah, because we're really, really tall. Yes. And I have gotten so into this. with the researching and stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to let you lead and ask the next, what's your next step? So now we have
we have our races, but now you need to figure out your class, and you can be a barbarian, a paladin, which is kind of a magician. You can be a monk.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a bard.
Yeah.
You can be all sorts of things. And what did you choose?
I'm so excited. I am going to be a paladin. Yay.
Oh God, you're going to be a healer. I need one of those.
Well, the paladin actually is kind of like, and I was reading like the knights in shining armor or the green knight, they have this whole justice. I mean, they have different oaths that they take, and I chose the oath of the ancients, which is basically based on my own background. I kind of stick up for those that are weak or fragile, or that. Yes. So paladin, oath of the ancestors. Yes. And I'm just so excited. So my half elfness, which there's no place to put this, I'm going to be a wood elf and human. And of course, I went so far as to look up the Dungeons and Dragons maps just to see, okay, what elves are close to what type of people, humans, because humans, there's so many, the barbarians are humans, the so many different, but and that's just going overboard. But my elf human hybrid kind of situation, I'm raised by humans, and I am, if our dungeon master allows this, I would like to have a, what is it? I'm a guild artisan, which is human, because I'm raised in this human village or outside of it.
So what kind of guild, what kind of craft are you going to do?
I am going to do the cartography.
You're going to be a map person.
Yeah,
draw maps.
Yes, that is my yes, and I really like it.
You just went through this. I mean, last Christmas, what did I get you? I got you all sorts of calligraphy pens and ink and paper, right?
That was actually what I was going, because they have a calligraphy, calligraphers, scribes, and scriveners, and
I think it's scriveners, but I'm not positive.
Scriveners, okay. I know you're right. Yeah. Nathaniel's probably just going to shake his head during our whole, because I'm not gonna understand a word he says, I'm sure, but it's okay. So yeah, but I chose the cartographers because my character likes to be alone a bit and work alone, and is not so involved in the actual community of humans or the elves. But anyway.
Yeah, half elves are supposed to not feel like they're part of the human community fully or the elven community fully.
Right, because they're not accepted by either. Yeah. So I like the thought of going off on my own and, studying the land, making maps, and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah. So you'd be a bit of a wanderer and adventurer to be able to see the locations where you're going to draw the maps.
Exactly. Yes. So, yeah, that was my what is it? Half elf, paladin, oath of ancients, and cartographer.
Okay. I am, of course, a ranger, because
yes,
elves can do it too, but rangers do it, speak to animals.
Yes.
But my backstory is this. I'm half elf.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I grew up in a family with two sisters who were fully human. And their mother, married to my father, went off to join some sort of religious organization and left them. So my father divorced her and then got involved with my mother, who was elven.
Ooh.
And was very much in love with her.
I bet.
But she died.
They're beautiful creatures.
And So I grew up in this family. I was supposed to be a sage or
Mm-hmm.
someone who studies history and literature and, acquires knowledge and transmits knowledge, which
Mm-hmm.
is what I actually do.
Yes.
But my two sisters treated me very badly.
Hmm.
And somehow they turned my father against me.
Oh, geez.
And I had to leave home and become a ranger
Wow.
and live in the wilderness. And I seem suited for it. But what a ranger does is stay at the borderlands and, according to the book, the handbook for Dungeons and Dragons, they keep the
Uh-huh.
monsters from coming into human communities.
Huh.
But that's not how I want to do it. Daniel, listen up. That's not me. My thing is, yes, you have these so-called monsters on one side of the border and the humans on the other. But my goal is to just keep them separate because humans call anything they don't understand. They did it with gorillas when they first discovered them. Anything they don't understand is a monster.
Uh-huh.
And I think these so-called monsters have every right to live their lives happily on the other side of the border without
Right.
interference from humans and
I
vice
think,
versa.
yes, I like that. That is very kind of the oath of the ancients, in my opinion. But you are an independent adventurer, according to this book. Yes,
And
a deadly hunter. Woo! See,
doesn't
you
mean
need
I'm
to
just
also
going to go out there hunting monsters. No, I will protect the monsters and I'll protect the humans.
nice. What
That's my,
about the elves and the giants and the giants?
those are all monsters according to humans.
Well, I didn't think that, but I guess you're right. I'm thinking huh.
I don't know about
Yeah.
elves, but anything they don't understand becomes a monster.
This is
You can't expect me to just see a dragon and start trying to kill it. I'm
well, there
sorry.
is no way. I know you would never do that. I know that.
Nope.
You would speak to it. Yes.
I would try to protect myself. If I had to hurt it, I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to go there. And I would hurt a human
Yes, you
to
would.
protect a dragon.
Well, my story beginnings, I was actually I also have a mother who was an elf, and she was very, very curious and kind of gets into trouble. So she was young, maybe in her 20s, and she was just so fascinated and interested in this village of humans. She would stay at the forest edge and kind of watch them and see what they were doing because, her own family and her elven community, they told her don't ever go close to the humans because they don't like you and we don't like them. So my elven mother, who was very independent and maybe a little naive, studied the humans for a little while. And they basically came back from a raid and they were having their meat and their ale and their party and their music, which was extremely, it's like the opposite of the elven traditions. And she got a little closer and she ended up befriending my father, who shared his meat with her. She ended up staying overnight with him, shall we say. And she went back home and found out that she was going to have a baby half elf, which her family was, totally against. And they would have killed this baby had she kept me. So I was left at the bottom of the forest, at the forest edge, and one of the villagers, Westra is her name, she found me and took me to her hut, which was at that time far kind of a distance between the forest and the village community. She actually was a healer and collected herbs and stuff. So she took me to her hut, gave me my name, and the name Frida Wren, because she knew that I was half elf and half human. The name Frida Wren came from her. Frida was, I think, one of her grandmother, I think it was. This is what she told me. Her grandmother's name, and Wren was a fairy name that she knew was very popular at the time. So she
So
raised me.
your name is half elf, half human, just like
Yes,
you.
it is. Yes.
That's
So,
neat.
yeah. So, but I mean, oh, it's just, yeah. Okay. So that's my beginning. Yes.
So how did you and I meet?
Well, I haven't got there yet because when I'm sure, because of the situation, she raised me and then she taught me, everything that she could as parents would to protect yourself for this and that and the other. Don't trust other humans, don't trust this. And I listened to her, but then one day I trusted another human and we became friends, and they found out about the village that had raided other villages and stuff. Anyways, I told them about where my village was, and they came and slaughtered everybody in my village,
Oh
including
my.
Westra, my mother. And I witnessed it, and they shaved my head, but I got away. They were going to scalp me, but I got away. And that has made it so I am a paladin who is, you know, a, they protect those that can't protect themselves. And I believe, because I was familiar with the area, I'm sure we met each other on the border where you were protecting the monsters and I was mapping it out.
That does make sense. It's funny how I didn't know your story and we
Exactly.
ended up. Yeah, the thing about half elves is that they don't trust people very easily just by virtue of who they are.
Well, right.
You can't fully trust humans because they look at you askance because you're half and don't trust you because you're half elf. You can't trust elves because they look at you askance and don't trust you because you're half human.
But
so you and I, do we trust each other?
I believe because we're in the same situation, maybe we do to an extent, but I don't know your complete backstory, but I believe that just the trauma of being the reason why your whole village, because I trusted somebody finally, and I didn't listen, which that's pretty similar to my I didn't listen. She told me not to, and I didn't believe that people couldn't be trusted. I had, anyway.
Well, that's not at all like real life, is it? That's sarcastically.
Yeah, I know. So I still, even though we're in the same situation when it comes, I still think that I don't trust 100% just because of the whole trauma.
All right. And that makes sense. And it makes sense that we are associating with each other for even just now, because presumably Nathaniel's going to have some crazy adventure campaign for us.
Yes.
And it's better to do such things in pairs. If not a group, but we don't have a group. Yes, no one else wants to play with us. I've asked several people and they don't want to. Yeah, they don't play Dungeons and Dragons.
See, I have not asked anyone.
What a bunch of poops.
I know, right? Well, I think that this is going to be really fun.
I do too.
I really do. Yes.
So there are some other, and I forget all of them. Nathaniel's going to walk us through it.
Yeah.
What kinds of weapons do you carry? I think we're probably going to have more weapons than we expect because he's starting us on level 7.
Yes, that intimidates me a bit because I was more interested in my character than the weapon that she carries.
Oh,
but we can look it up. I have the book right in front of me. I think that we get 2 weapons, and let me see.
We get bows and arrows, a certain number of arrows.
Okay.
Because we have some part elf. But I'm going to have knives in each hand that I can either throw or fight close up.
That you can either throw or do what?
Or fight close up, and have one for each hand.
Ooh, you're good. I like that. Do you know what kind of elf that your mother was? A wood elf, a high elf?
I didn't even think about it.
Oh, well, that's okay.
I wouldn't know that in a human. Maybe that's knowledge that I'm trying to pursue.
That's true. Yes.
Because I was raised by humans.
That's right.
And I am hurt because of my father. I was his favorite child. And my 2 sisters knew that. And the thing is, in a situation like that, they can tell all sorts of lies about you. And you don't even know what lies are being told about you so that you can defend yourself.
I know.
Does that sound true to life?
That does. That does.
Yep. So you can have, let's see, you're going to have a bow and arrow. And that's what I think is really cool. I want to shoot bows and arrows for real. I've done it a few times and I loved it and I was good at it, but I just never had the opportunity to do it much.
I have not. Let's see. I know that there's a couple standard weapons that we get, and I want to look it up, but I'll wait because Nathaniel might want to, master this. So I think we get 2 weapons. So you're going to have a knife and an arrow?
2 knives and arrows.
All right, because I think you can also select another one of your own choosing. Oh, languages. Did you select languages?
Well, yeah, as half elf, you can speak additional languages. So I was going to go, I can talk to all animals. I speak English and Draconic.
Nice.
I speak to dragons.
Oh, of cool. Course. Is that your from your sage or not sage, your ranger background that you can speak draconic or whatever, or is that's
the choice?
Okay, the choice. Okay.
Yeah.
So and this is funny because I don't know I actually want to ask Nathaniel what is the most common language other than the Elvish and English or whatever the humans speak in his world, because I would like to speak that language. But if he won't tell me, then I'm thinking giant.
Ooh.
Because they seem, I want to be able to communicate with these enemies if they're going to be enemies, or try to persuade them not to be enemies. So I think that a big, scary giant, maybe it would be good to be able to communicate with them. Like, Dory on Finding Nemo with the whale.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I can see you doing that. Are you going to make sounds as if you're talking to a giant?
Oh, good Lord. I have no idea what a giant sounds like, except for D504. What is it? Smell the scent of an Englishman.
I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Blood, not the scent. Yes. Yeah. So, that's going to be interesting.
Talk about dredging things up from childhood. I think it's we're being little kids playing this game in a way.
I feel like it too.
We're regressing.
Yeah, and we're using which all the stress that we've been through in these past few months, I feel like using my imagination on this, pretend land, it's just such a nice little retreat for a moment,
Yes, I feel that way too. Plus a lot of our previous podcasts and YouTubes, I've been doing parrot training ones, yeah, but
Uh,
most of them have been the January 6th congressional hearings,
yes,
which are stressful.
they really are. I mean, I really find myself being very passionate about hating, which I hate to do that, but
I know. And we won't say the name that makes me use bad language in this one.
that's right, because this is our
Retreat.
own little world.
This is our calm, quiet,
Yes,
happy place.
I like it.
So I'm not sure, but I think we get to have familiars.
Oh, not everybody. I believe you get to have a familiar, or is it the half elf that gets a familiar?
Not sure.
That's right.
Nathaniel will tell us, but
Yeah.
mine is half wolf and half Irish wolfhound.
Ooh, that's a mix. That's like a half elf because
Yeah,
they're almost like enemies, and then oh my.
but
So
apparently they
is it
had
like
sex through some means.
is it like a dire wolf, one of the huge?
Well, I think it had to be. I think the father had to be the Irish wolfhound because it's taller.
Yes, then the wolf. I gotcha.
Yep. I made myself smart.
Interesting. So what is your what is it called? Because I've selected mine. What is your alignment?
Oh, good heavens. I looked at that and forgot about it.
Yes.
Um,
There's let's see, there's lawful good, there's neutral good, there's neutral
oh,
lawful,
yeah.
and then yeah.
I'm neutral because I will kill humans to protect monsters if the humans are being aggressive,
Yes.
or vice versa. So that makes me neutral.
Neutral good or neutral bad or neutral?
Neutral good in my point of view.
That's exactly what I chose too, neutral good, because I don't necessarily have to follow the law if I don't agree with it or if it is wrong. I'm sorry if that yeah.
And that would be how we are in real life too.
Yeah, so there you go. And yeah.
If it's a stupid or unjust law, you can take it and shove it where the sun don't shine.
Exactly. So I'm excited to because the half elves, we have a couple of spells that we start off with, and I'm excited to know how that works.
I think it's when we're given a choice of how to interact in the world, then we can decide we want to. I haven't looked at our spells yet.
Yeah, no, it's just I think we start off since we're starting at level 7. I think we have 2 spells.
That is scary, you know.
It's very scary. I'm feeling like I'm missing something that I should know. Like, how in the world can I run if I've never learned to walk?
And there are rules about how fast we can walk and run.
I know. I don't
based
understand
on our
that
classes.
quite. Yes, I think we are going to make a good team. Because we're both fighters. I'm
Don't
more
you mean
of
bitches? Aren't we more like bitches?
No,
A little bit.
a little bit. Yes, but
I'm proud of it.
that's it. That's it. What am I found some interesting stuff in this book. By the way, the book we're talking about is the D&D Player's Handbook. I think it's the 5th edition. The 5e. Remember when I was asking about 5e? That's 5th edition. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
what
one.
Nathaniel recommended. It is a fun book.
It really is great.
Because you can find yourself in here.
It's insane because I was actually looking at these characteristics, personality traits for the guild artisan, and because it gives you some to select. One of them was I always want to know how things work and what makes people tick.
Well, why didn't you choose that one?
I did.
That's okay.
That's part of my personality with the artisan. I always want to say artisan background.
Huh.
Yeah. And then let's see. The people I care about, not ideals. Ideals, I will revenge on evil forces.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this book is great.
We need to have flaws. Mine is the lack of comfort with cutting my hair. That's a weakness.
Oh yeah.
That I'm I am unconsciously, at least, thinking that my power is only temporary and somehow related to my hair. What
Uh-huh.
about you? What's your flaw?
Well, I'm going with what the book is, and I probably shouldn't, but sometimes my imagination shuts down and I go blank. So they give you 6 different choices, as an guild artisan, whatever. And I went with number 6, which is I'm horribly jealous of anyone who can outshine my handiwork. Everywhere I go, I'm just surrounded by rivals.
Well, that's not real to life.
I always want to be the best.
I know.
So that is a flaw.
I haven't been able to convince you in real life that I really am not competing with you about anything.
Oh, I know. I still, you hold yourself to a certain, but yeah. Let me see what sage. You're no, I keep thinking you're a sage, but you're a ranger
I had to shift
because of the what?
of being required to leave my home.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So I'm looking at this and it says for skills under ranger, choose 3 from animal handling, athletics, insight, investigation, nature, perception, stealth, and survival. So I did look at this and I decided animal handling, investigation, and nature.
Yeah.
I'm not stealthy.
What page is that?
That's proficiencies under ranger. So you'd have to look under.
It's in the what?
The paladin.
Chapter? Yeah. Oh, 3rd chapter. I think. So keep telling me about your proficiencies. Talking to animals, which is going to be helpful because are you talking about, like, are you able to talk to all animals, whether they are vicious or
I hope so, but I think Nathaniel is going to answer that question.
Yes, I think so too. Okay, wait. I'm too far ahead. Oh, those are spells. I am too far ahead.
Oh yeah, at 3rd level you gain a beast companion. So that's my Irish Wolfhound Woofy.
Is that for your
ranger? That's for being a ranger.
I really have to find mine now. Dang it.
I can hide in plain sight.
Can you always, or do you have to choose that?
No, it looks like I can do it all the time. Well, that's at the 10th level. I have to work towards that.
I don't understand the level business. I guess the quests that you make it through. And can you die in this thing? And what good? I mean,
yeah, but that would mean the dungeon master isn't really doing his job.
That would be horrible because
he's going to kill us off eventually. You know this, right?
You think so? Oh, that's horrible. I guess he has the power.
Yeah. Well, we roll the dice. Like if we're in a fight, we roll the dice to decide how we're going to hit whatever it is. And then we roll the dice to see how much power there is and how much damage is.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah, that stuff is crazy. We got to learn how to do those calculations of.
Well, he'll teach us, but.
Yes.
So that means there's some chance in there, but usually I think the Dragon Master can save you if he wants to or she wants to.
Really?
I've heard that.
Ah.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. I finally found the paladin.
Proficiencies.
Sacred oaths. No. Protection. Oh, okay. So it's based on sacred oaths and oath of the ancients. Let's see if there's proficiencies at the last. No, they're Relentless Avenger, Solar Vengeance, Avenging Angel, 20th level. Huh. Okay, proficiencies. Tenets of the Ancients. I'm guessing that might have reserved for uncounted centuries. This oath emphasizes the principles of good above any concerns of law or chaos. Its 4 central principles are simple: kindle the light, shelter the light, preserve your own light, and be the light. But that's not telling me anything about what page are you on, because the way this book is set up, I think you're further near the back.
Oh, well, I was actually looking at my qualities as a ranger, but I can flip back to the page on paladins if I can find it, and then
Tell me. Well, I mean, if you tell me kind of whereabouts it is in the book.
oh,
Is it near the end or?
no, it's towards the I didn't get all the way through the book. I'm pretty much at the beginning of the book.
Well, I am too.
Fascinated, installed, and had work to do. I have to do my own work. So let's see. Cleric. You're not a cleric.
No.
Druid. You're not a druid.
No.
Fighter. You fight, but you're not a fighter.
Right.
Monk.
No.
I would say no to that for you. Paladin. Here we are.
Yes.
All righty. So I'm on page 84.
Oh, 84 class features. Proficiencies. Thank you. S. All right. Simple weapons and martial weapons. I have no tools. Saving throws, wisdom and charisma. Skills, choose 2 from athletics, insight, intimidation, medicine, persuasion, and religion.
Ooh, those intimidation is useful.
I don't like intimidation.
I hope you use it sometimes when necessary.
See, I'm more of the, I think, persuasion.
I don't bother with that.
It says you start with the following equipment in addition to the equipment granted by your background, which would be my artisan things. Okay. I get a martial weapon and a shield, or 2 martial weapons. So a martial weapon, I think they have all the weapons in the back. I saw a bunch. So maybe I want an axe. I like something big so that I don't have to do it more than once. Let's see. Weaponry. Ooh, what's this? Customization options. It's an elf with a huge hawk. Okay. Sorry. This book is beautiful. I just love it. Where are they? Animal shapes. See, one of these, they have like shapeshifters, but I think those are the wizards or the druids or something. I think that is cool. So are we going to be able to make a different character for a different game?
When Nathaniel decides that he doesn't want to play with us anymore on this channel,
yeah,
and I set him up with his own channel, we can come up with different characters. But I think for a single campaign, you do need to stay your character.
Okay. And a campaign is what?
It's an adventure until the Dragon Master says we've achieved our goal or we have no hope of doing so.
Oh, that would be terrible. What are we going to do if he says there's no hope? I live by hope.
I think Nathaniel's a sweetie and he wouldn't do that to us.
Oh, geez. That would be horrible. I would just be sitting there twiddling my thumbs thinking, but I don't want to stop.
We may find that there are some other people who will join us eventually.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that they have people that actually do this. And they know what they're doing, you know?
I think, we'll know what we're doing at that point. But I also think that the people that I asked really don't want to be on a podcast.
Oh, well, that's probably it right there. Yeah.
And once they hear that they can listen to the game, and once they realize it's anonymous, I think they might agree. We're going to have to come up with a time every week when we play, which I'm hoping is a weekend night.
And I think, hopefully, anyway, that the stories, because, you know, I think that when I was watching other podcasts or YouTube videos because I've never been.
You watched Lawyers and Dragons.
I did. And I think that I have to get into what they're saying to visualize it. I have to visualize what they're saying in order to to enjoy it. Okay.
So I'm eating chocolate. Let me know if you can hear it. I'll turn my mic off.
Okay. No, I cannot hear it at this point. I can't wait till Nathaniel comes back from Barcelona. Is that where he is? Barcelona, right?
Yeah, he's visiting his wife.
Ah.
And they're like a long distance marriage at the moment. But
Oh,
so
wow.
you really shouldn't wish he'd hurry up and come home. But
I know. I gotcha. Okay, so I found the page that categorizes the kinds of weapons. It's on page 149, and it is, what did I say? One martial weapon, and that was on page 120 something, I think. It's because I'm kind of looking down in the book and my microphone is a little further away. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, good.
Thank you. I really like this microphone. Oh dear,
Yeah.
my nose is getting stuffy.
Well, I needed you to be able to podcast with me. And they're what, $20?
I don't know.
$20.
$20. Where's my guy? Paladin, come on. I was kind of I don't think it's just too complicated because there are races and what are they called? Races and classes and stuff that are kind of more complicated for beginners. So, but I was just getting so into, trying to do my ancestry basically. And there is a map that shows, I mean, they're wood elves, but they have a group of humans that are Aluskan, and they are actually barbarians. These Aluskans. Yeah, I know, right? So, but I decided not to go with the barbarians because I was getting myself confused.
Never the slightest bit attracted to Conan the Barbarian. Never.
Well, I liked Xena. She was considered, I think, a barbarian.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
A warrior princess. Maybe she was.
There's that. I could admire that.
But the barbarians remind me a little bit of the Vikings in the book, their description. And I just, watched all those Viking shows. So.
Yeah, I don't get into, I don't like bloodthirsty peoples.
Well, I think
or individuals. Let's put it that way. Might
right.
not be human.
No, I think that, I wouldn't like to live in that time. But I think that it happened a lot. It's like, give me your land, give me your money. Okay, these people, take it back, give me your money. I'm going to kill you. It's all just, yeah.
That's nasty.
It really is.
And let's keep that border safe, just like between Ukraine and Russia.
I know. I know, right? Watching the, here we go. No, not the half elf. Well, wait a minute. Let's see what he gets. It doesn't say anything about his weaponry. Does he have weapons, the half elf, or no? You have to go with your.
Yeah, you have bows and arrows as a half elf, and one or two other types depending on your level.
Oh,
I went with the knives.
Yeah.
Because I did love my father so much in real life. He used to take us out in the backyard and teach us to throw knives.
Wow.
Until my mother would scream and make us stop. So I never got a full lesson, and I still want to learn to do it.
I was watching. Yeah, I was watching one of these Netflix shows recently, and there was a female warrior, and she had two knives. Oh, she had knives. I don't even know where she kept them, but she was so quick with her hands, she would throw them like across. I don't know how far, but my God. And of course, the cinematography or whatever, it goes really fast. And they're little sharp, little pointy knives. She was killing people left and right with those little
people who, I'm not interested in killing people, but there are, unless I have to, but there are people who can have that kind of quickness and be able to hit targets.
Yeah.
Very precisely. with
Well, my
my
character, I must say, is totally seeing as she doesn't really trust. Nobody gets a second chance that comes against that's a bad person. No, my character is just going to kill them because there's no sense in hurting them,
uh-oh.
scaring them, or anything else. I'm sorry.
Is that count for monsters too?
If they're bad,
Yeah, well, okay.
yes. No, I mean, yeah.
If they're aggressing on us, we can try talking to them first.
Um,
You are the persuasive one, you know.
yeah, no, definitely the I think the half elf actually is the diplomat. So we will try to reason and make, hopefully everybody get along. But if
But if it's anything like where I work, then forget it.
I know, right?
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I totally probably don't trust if somebody says, I think we have some sort of intuitiveness as well. So we can tell, I think, if people are
Well, you're high in that anyway, in real life.
well, no, wow. Let's see. Great weapon fighting. All right, so divine sense for the paladin. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ear.
Okay, you're a handy person to have as a companion.
Oh yeah, and our vision. You have the dim vision as well, right? Where you can see 60
Yeah.
feet in dim light as if it were bright, and then
That's the half elf
Yeah.
thing.
Yes. I have the lay on hands. Your blessed touch can heal wounds, so that's good.
I am definitely going to benefit from this, and so will my half wolf.
See, and I really like your ranger fighter thing too.
Well, I'm deadly. I was just looking at the ranger description, and apparently I'm deadly, and I've never thought of myself that way before.
You are. You're a Billy Bad Butt, I tell you.
Well, actually, I just don't do it physically or directly, but years later, you may find that I'm holding a grudge to your detriment.
Me?
No, not you.
Okay. I
don't hold a grudge.
Wait a
with
minute.
You.
Yeah, no, we don't
You're
have
family.
Yes.
I can't hold a grudge with you.
No.
Although I do hold a grudge with 2 other sisters.
Oh, I can.
But they're not my sisters, really.
No.
They've never been kind, never want anything to do with me before. Much, for whatever reason.
Hence your character backstory.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I do have one sister in real life that I absolutely adore. She's a nice person. That's why I adore her.
She is a wonderful person.
So she's not in the story.
No, she is not.
Unless she joins us eventually.
Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, I wonder what character she would like. She can't have mine.
What?
She can't have mine. I have the perfect. I'm not being mean or nasty. I'm just saying I'm just so happy with my character, the bundle that I've put together.
Yeah, I think we need somebody to sketch us.
I know, right?
With your pretty white hair.
Oh, my nose has gotten stuffy, but let's see.
Have you tested lately? Have you tested?
No. Louis did that. Oops. Anyways, yeah, because that was another thing with all this medical stuff. There's other people that are medical, but having medical issues. But he was tested over the weekend.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Not that I associate with y'all much.
No, I know.
But I have let you and my high school girlfriend yes. from high school, I've let y'all come into the house, which is loosening the the rules yes. for me.
Right. But I wouldn't come into your house if I was sick or stuffy like I'm getting.
Well, also I asked her to test first and she did. And the thing is that I'm not going into an environment with hundreds and hundreds of people who aren't wearing masks.
Right.
Having a couple of people that I know and trust. And I mean, you're my pod. You're my pod, kid.
That's it. Oh, it's like whales, right?
Exactly.
Ah, I like that. As your specialty. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what my fighting style is. Um, let's see, at the second level, you adopt a style of fighting as your specialty. Choose one of the following options. You can't take a fighting style option more than once, even if you later get to choose again. So, dueling, when you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain +2 bonus to damage rolls. I don't understand this.
Melee. I'm presuming it's something that will cause an enormous amount of damage in one blow.
I like that. I want to know what kind of weapons I get, though, or what I have to choose from.
I didn't go into that thoroughly. I just thought, oh, knives.
I know. That is so good.
So we're going to get into a Zoom call with Nathaniel.
Yep.
And he's going to tell us that we can't do any of the things we want to do.
Oh, that'll be so sad.
I know. I'm already emotionally attached to my character.
Me too.
And to yours.
Me too. I know. We're already
a good. And I'm trying to get you to trust me, apparently.
Oh,
trust me.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that funny? Yeah, no, I think that we will find that through our quests and our battles that we are going to be able to trust each other.
Yeah, I think you have to learn whether you can or not. Yeah. I mean, that's real life too.
It really is.
Learn who you can trust. And you learn who you shouldn't trust. And you stay friendly with the ones that you can't really trust, which is the majority of human beings.
Yep.
But you always have that little.
You never know. That's right. I think Nathaniel, if he listens to this, he might try to test it. I hope not.
We shouldn't make it too long because we don't want to make him have to listen to a really long, nonsensical podcast just to find out what our characters are.
We should go ahead or maybe you can just let him know what time to start listening. You know?
Okay.
Only because, and we probably should get off the recording because we always talk.
I know. We end up talking nonsense. And I've lost my little paper thingy. You know how we always end with a paper question?
No.
What color is all up?
Yeah, I'm going to make one.
Oh, heavens. I have to follow instructions to do it.
I can walk you through it. Oh, that would be fun to see what you end up with.
Well, I had to take away a lot of dog toys because she was ripping them apart. Can you hear me? I'm standing up away from my mic.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Well,
I don't have a blank piece of paper, but that's okay. Oh, here we go. I can use.
All right. We're just going to do one. If you make it, we'll do it.
Okay. Well, I need a blank piece of paper.
I have a desk full of dog toys and I can't find it. It's underneath them somewhere.
Here we go. I'm ripping the paper.
And they're your dog toys, aren't they, sweetie?
So, I have to start off with a piece that's perfectly square.
So, I don't know how many options there are, but when you get down to it, make them yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Although maybe it's frustrating. Why not just put yes, no?
Like maybe.
Forget maybe.
You're so funny.
That's just going to leave me frustrated.
All right, let's see. You do my little folds. Little fortune thing. There we go. And then.
So I was watching a movie while I ate dinner.
What movie are you watching?
Well, I love disaster films, particularly ones about pandemics, and have watched those for years before we actually experienced one.
Uh-huh.
But right now I'm watching something called Earth Astrophy.
Earth Astrophy?
Catastrophe, like a catastrophe, only it's an Earth astrophy.
Oh, wow. Astrophy.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. I imagine.
Huh.
I It's on YouTube, and you can look for full movies on YouTube. And it's been since I watched one, it's now giving me all these other ones that I could watch, and I've never actually seen some of these.
So does YouTube, I know they have a premium channel now. Do they charge you to watch that, or
No, not at all? They're
really?
ads. They're ads usually, but no charge. I'm not going to pay.
I know, right? We've
There
had it
is
free all this time. I would hate to have to pay. That's the worst.
I'm waiting for the price to come down on a movie I want to watch. It was the Harvey Weinstein situation.
Really?
The women the investigative journalists who uncovered all that information. I want to see that movie, but every time I go in there, you have to buy it, and it's anything that's more than $3.99.
Yeah.
I can afford it, but I just don't plan to do it.
Yeah, no, I don't like excuse me, like Prime Video. It annoys the heck out of me that I've already got the Prime Video, but there's certain movies that you have to pay even more for extra.
I know.
I don't even want to, because it's gotten me a couple of times where I'm like, oh, let me see this movie. It looks good. And then it's one that you have to pay $2.99 or $3.99 for. And that just is the principle. I just can't stand it. So I filter it as free to me so that I won't see those two good movies that I have to pay extra for, because I think it's ridiculous.
I was going to tell you there's a button at the top you can push.
Yes.
To make them free. The one exception to my rule, like I'm not going to pay $19.99 for a movie. The one exception was last Christmas. Merlin had fallen in love with Clifford the Big Red Dog. Merlin,
yes.
Merlin, my green winged macaw. And he was enjoying the cartoons.
Yeah.
So I got him a pillow pet, stuffed Clifford the Big Red Dog for Christmas. That was one of his Christmas presents.
Yeah.
And then the movie came out, and I'm like, oh no, I have to pay $20 for a movie. I won't do it for. Oh, he loved it. Yeah, he watched it many, many times. But I won't do that for me, but I did it for him. That's how we work. We Rangers.
See.
But then he fell in love with another movie.
Yeah.
He likes Love Actually.
Really?
He bobs up and down and gets so happy. The airport scenes where there are all these people running to each other and hugging. He loves that. He gets so excited and happy. He is such a mushball.
It's hard to believe that, this big, huge macaw with this beak that's the size of my hand is a big mushball.
He's a mushball.
Yes. All right. So I just did yeses and nos. I've got my little fortune teller. Whoops.
Who asked the first question? You or me?
I think you should.
Okay. Is Nathaniel going to get frustrated and dump us out of Dungeons and Dragons before we're ready?
Okay, that's a good question. Let's see. Okay. You know what? Me and my big fingers, I made this a tiny, because I just had a tiny little notebook. Okay, here we go. Red, purple, blue, or orange?
Blue.
BLUE. 1, 3, 5, or 7?
3.
Okay. Is Nathaniel going to? Yes. Oh, wait. What was the question? Wait a minute.
Don't say happy saying yes. Sound happy saying yes.
Wait. Yeah. That means he's going to kick us out?
He's going to dump us.
No.
We'll find another dragon master.
Okay. My question is he going to invite us to join his channel if he creates one where he's Dragon Master?
Where he's running his own channel for it.
Yes. Will he let our characters? Maybe we can't use our characters. I would like my character. Okay. So, and this is kind of messed up. I don't remember what's what, but for me to do my own question. Okay. I just won't pick any of your things. Okay. So red, RED. And then number 2. Let's see. And that was, is he going to invite us to his thing? No.
Well, okay, so we can believe in this fortune telling. I was waiting to see if it would have inconsistent answers.
Oh.
All right. My belief in the fortune telling paper flippy kind of thing is intact.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of.
Oh.
Nathaniel.
Oh Lordy, that's so.
All right. Let me ask another question.
Okay. Well, I actually threw it across the desk when it said no. So
go get it. We need it. Go get it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my other question. Is Anna, my woofie, my Irish wolfhound, going to keep me up all night again with this squeaky toy?
Oh Lordy.
3 a.m. to 5 a.m. But I was already wired anyway. And I think she was picking up on my anxiety.
Could be. I know that our animals do this.
But
so
she's never done that before. But she started at 3 a.m. Squeak, 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 squeak. She even got up on my bed with it. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Was it a high pitch annoying squeak?
Yeah.
Oh geez. Yeah, I've tried. I squeak in the store just to see if I can tolerate it. I like the little piggies, little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Purple. She hasn't had one of those yet. I have to get her one.
Oh, she'll love it. Of course, Phoebe always gets their little squeakers out, but let's see if Anna's going to let you sleep tonight. Red?
Well,
purple?
Wait a second. This little squeaky football, she's gotten a lot of spit in it. So sometimes it makes spit noises.
Ew.
I know. It sounds moist. It's disgusting.
Oh my God.
The squeak.
Anna Banana. Oh my God.
Oh, I've decided she isn't just Anna Banana. She's Anna Banana Hosanna.
Hosanna. Yep. Now Rosa, what was that? Rosanna Dana. What is it on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, I can't. Rosanna Dana.
Yes.
Something Anna.
And Anna is Hosanna with an H, right?
Yeah.
Or a J if she speaks Spanish. Okay. So blue, red, purple, or orange?
You forgot to add. You were answering my question. Okay.
Yes.
I lost track. Oh, I have to choose. Sorry. Okay. Purple.
All right. Purple. 8, 5, 2, or 4?
8.
And this is the question again was,
is she gonna squeak that toy all night again?
Yes.
I gave her a cookie and got it away from her before
I started. I have to find another one.
Well, I can't keep it from her that long. I'd feel mean. So yeah, okay. We'll go squeaky again tonight.
She's a good one. Maybe. Do you have AirPods or EarPod or AirPods?
I have earbuds, yeah, but I can't sleep with them.
No, I sleep with mine all the time because I listen to stuff that puts me to sleep.
Yeah, I listen to stuff, but not through earbuds. It could be annoying my dog, but I don't think she cares that much.
That's why she's squeaking at you.
Yeah, turn it off.
Yeah. She says, I have to listen to this. Yeah. No, I have to wear earbuds because I don't want anybody else to hear, because
you got people in your house.
I do.
Whereas I have a lot of very large animals.
Yes, that squeak at you.
And that are highly protective.
Yes, they are.
I think
wonderful members of the family.
Yes, they are. It's a shame. When I was growing up, my mother always wanted a mynah bird.
Yeah.
She met one in a pet shop and fell in love with it and didn't get one. She would have liked a crow too, I think.
Yeah.
Or a raven.
Yeah.
But the fact that I have all these birds, it's such a shame that she died and that she can't enjoy all this. She died in 2001 before there were tablets or iPads.
Oh yeah, she would have loved, and the internet. Well, she had the internet, but
she had the internet, but she didn't use it much.
Right. It wasn't the same as it is.
Yeah. It's not like you can pick up any book in the world or watch any movie in the world.
It was
she just would have loved it.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And the videos and the YouTube, she probably would have had a YouTube channel with her.
She wouldn't listen to us because I swear. I use profanity.
Oh, that's funny. I'm surprised because your mom, she was quite the character, but she didn't use profanity at all.
A damn would be a huge deal in my house.
Really?
Yeah, if my father said damn, you have to watch out because he's so sweet all the time. But if he got really, really frustrated and said damn, everybody froze. And it's not like
I,
anything would happen. It's just that dad is upset. Oh no.
yeah, yeah. I can't imagine. I could not imagine him getting upset.
Yeah, I was lucky with my dad.
Yeah, he's a good one. He is. So,
So I guess this is it. We're done with this particular presentation. Are you going to hang out while I edit it or no?
yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs though, because I love this book.
Stop reading the book and help me edit.
I will. But I really love it. Okay.
All right. So I will talk to you soon.
Okay, doke.
Bye.
Bye.